I'd like you to know that I'm wearing Jessica Kemp merch while you're wearing...
I am not wearing Jessica Kemp merch. Do we even want to talk about who I'm repping?
I just think it's straight disrespect to not wear my merch.
I could wear like a little wife beater with your face on it.
Yeah. Well, okay, what if I get a cartoon?
I should wear those to the gym.
What, my face?
Yeah.
Yeah, so bitches know.
Like mediums? Yeah.
It's mediums. Could you even get into a medium?
Probably not, no.
No. Who, just tell them who it is.
Oh, this is Seth Feroci's gear. Yeah.
He has cool gear.
He has pretty cool gear.
There's a gun on it.
Yeah, he's got his all-American roughneck and his axe and sledge. He's got a supplement line. He's a pretty legit YouTuber fitness guy. He's got a good story too.
But he's not Jessica Kemp.
He's not, okay.
No, he's got really cool merch, and that's like good quality too.
Yeah, it is. Like
I like it.
They ship fast, so yeah. Okay.
They do. You ordered it one day and it was like, bam.
Yeah.
That's not what we're talking about today.
That's not what we're talking about in this video right now.
No disrespect to Seth either.
Yeah.
You're awesome. I was just making fun of, but buy this. Okay, anyway.
All right.
So we bought a house.
We did buy a house. Is that where we're at right now?
We're in my dream home, and yeah. But there are some things that I wish we paid attention to prior to buying the house.
We don't have buyer's remorse.
No.
At all. So
these are like nitpicky things
Yeah.
that are like, damn, how'd we not see that? You know what I mean?
You kind of get the blinders on. You get that tunnel vision. You know, we're really excited with the opportunity and really wanted the house. And it's only after the fact that you start becoming Kim K about all the little nitpicky things.
The first thing that I noticed, like day one, and this was so funny, I was so tired. I had to do a load of laundry.
Oh, yeah.
And the laundry room door does not close all the way, and the washing and drying machine are like kind of loud. So I went to close it and I'm like, son of a bitch.
Somebody had put a nice newer front loader washer and dryer in there. Mm-hmm. And then they put them in a room, obviously that was a little bit narrow, and the door had opened. So they opened the door, they got these 2 units in, and then the door cannot close. So now you've got a laundry room door that cannot close. It must remain open because the units are a little bit too long for the space they're in.
And then what was funny is I was so tired that first night in the house that I left the laundry soap on the washer. And it fell, and there was a huge puddle of laundry soap. That was day one in the house. So yeah, the laundry room door doesn't close.
Yeah, that's not really a biggie. And
you don't do laundry.
It's true, I don't do laundry, so it's not a big deal to me. Some of the things too that we have to, I want to kind of throw a little bit of a,
He's getting ashy and gray.
Ashy and gray. So when you obviously buy a home, you get an inspection done, and we did. And there was a list of things on that inspection. The door actually wasn't on the inspection.
The laundry room door?
The laundry room was.
No one noticed.
And on the inspection, there were some items that we could have pushed for the seller to fix for us. Obviously, you can't push for cosmetic things. I mean, you can, but you really don't have a whole lot of leverage. You know, some of the things, you know, safety, like, you know, is there a carbon monoxide detector close to the bedrooms? You got to have some things like that. And,
right.
You know, obviously, if, you know, some of the appliances don't work, you can make sure that those things get fixed. The little tic-tacky things that you obviously may or may not notice that we're going to discuss a little bit here, you don't have a whole lot of leverage in there. But what you can do is you can talk about having a credit applied to your down payment or your closing cost or whatever it is. You can get a seller's credit and negotiate whatever that dollar figure amount is, saying, yeah, make sure you do that and you push for that because it says we're going to take care of all these items that we found on the inspection that are either, you know, negligent or however small or remedial they are. They're important to us because we are the buyer. And if you're in a buyer's market and you have the buying power, you want to make sure that you negotiate for those things because they are going to be some out-of-pocket costs associated with fixing those things. Yes. So some of the things that we could talk about here, like the dishwasher. It's brand new, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that we noticed. I mean, of course, I would notice anyway because I do the dishes. So
it turns on.
Yeah, it's something I honestly believe it will not close properly.
Is what it is?
I think that was the issue with it. So I think it's not closing the right way.
Yep.
And what I've been using the dishwasher for is a dish drainer because I have to wash the dishes by hand. Yep. Now, I don't mind to do the dishes by hand. It's just, it slows me down, and y'all know how busy I am. So it's like, it's just one of those like frustrating things that we have to get fixed. But we have a credit for that.
Yeah. Yeah, we got credit for that.
We got to get a repair guy.
We didn't know until after the fact, but you know, just as it's a tic-tacky thing, the garage door openers that we were supplied opened no doors on the garage.
Nope.
So we had
to get new ones.
Had to go get some new ones of those. You know, and you got to get up there and, you know, get on the ladder of death and hope you don't fall off and, you know, do the learning button and everything else like that.
The ladder of death. You're so dramatic.
Oh, gee, it's scary up there.
It is for a short guy. Reese isn't very tall.
I'm not a very tall guy.
Almost 5'10".
Yeah. What else did we think we noticed? I swear to God, I think the mantle in the that's placed above the fireplace, I swear I think it's a little bit crooked and may need to be adjusted, which is going to be a little difficult.
He can spot crooked shit.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot.
I didn't notice it when we first breezed through. I really didn't. But once,
like, wow,
yeah, once we got in, I'm kind of like, that thing is off. I can see it. It's just off a little bit.
Okay.
You know, that scuff on the floor that we're a little unsure that, you know.
Scuff on the floor.
You know, obviously you're gazing around and we weren't looking directly down. So either maybe some of the moving in it happened, which I don't think
I don't think our movers did that because they were pretty freaking good.
Yeah, so maybe we just didn't look directly down at the floor, but there's just a big, you know, it looks like something scuffed up the hardwood floor.
And the frustrating part about that is it just so happens to be in an area that it will not be covered by a rug.
Yeah.
So it's like everyone's going to see this, and everything outside of that little space where it's damaged is in a rug or is perfect.
Yeah.
So it's like, dang.
Really stands out. Yeah.
Oh, it's so
we can get some filler or something to kind of work on that, I'm sure. That's not a big
You
stuff.
can fix that?
Yeah, I can fix that.
You can fix it.
I can fix a few things.
What else? The closet door in the girls' room.
The closet door in the girls' room, you know, obviously isn't on track. There's going to need a little bit of attention for that. That's ticky-tacky, though. It's something that, you know, with a few of the same, you know, a few of the little must-have tools and maybe a trip to Lowe's or Home Depot, whatever have you. You know, if you got some sort of loyalty card, you know, wherever you're going, you can kind of fix that. It's not a problem. But really didn't notice it on the walkthrough. You know, it's tough. You know what I mean? Because you're just so excited for the deal. I even remember some of the things that they put on the inspection list. You were like, we shouldn't ask for any more money, should we? Don't push them too hard.
I just wanted to get in this house.
I was like, no, we shouldn't make them fix this stuff or get some money for it. And Jessica was like, no, don't do that. Don't ruin the deal.
Here's why.
I've seen it on the videos on the TV. They're gonna take the house away.
I didn't act like that, but I didn't want him to press too hard because the price had been reduced by $20,000 before we even got in to see it.
Yeah.
And then we put in our offer $10K below that.
Actually, I asked for more than that. We met in the middle at $10K below that.
Now you're telling me.
Yeah.
So we were already negotiating pretty tough, and I didn't want to press back harder for like small things that we could fix. So because we got such an amazing deal on this house, I was like, stop pressing. If we took our house right now and we put it 20 miles down the road,
east, 20 miles east, closer to the city,
cost so much more money.
Yeah.
So
it would, I mean, in the right neighborhood, it might almost double in value.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
Yes. So,
but it's really good for us where it's located because it's right off of, you know, the interstate, and so is my office down the road. I actually get to and from work quicker now, even if it's a little bit further distance, because I'm not dealing with like 12 stoplights.
Is it further distance from your office?
I don't know. It might be pretty similar, but
I think it's close.
It's all interstate, you know what I mean? So I got to pay some tolls, but I'm going to have to deal with 12 stoplights and, you know, 5 o'clock, you know, suburban hell traffic on the way home.
It's bad. It's so bad at 5 o'clock.
So that's not really too tough. Some of the things on the, you know, the landscaping is a little ticky-tacky, but there's not much you could do about that.
The landscape, and we're not going to show the outside of the house.
Yeah.
Even though the builder has built 10,000 houses that look like this in our area.
Yeah.
The landscape is really ratchet.
Yeah,
so we are going to have to do that. We're also going to have to build a fence so that I can foster dogs. Yeah. And but there's a couple things.
I think we noticed some of the bedrooms, I don't know why they did it this way, don't have an actual light fixture or fan. You know, it seems like down south, you know, and a lot of this may just be the area, the builder, you know, or who knows, maybe it was the way they rehabbed it. I have no idea. But they don't have a light fixture or fan in every room.
Yeah.
Now they've got the switches on the wall are connected to the switch when you walk into the room. So you could put up, you know, lamps or, you know, some sort of, you know, lighting fixture that if you walk in and hit the switch, it'll turn on automatically. But, you know, I've always been in homes that every room had a light fixture and a fan pretty much, you know, and so that was a little bit strange.
Speaking of the fan, I hate the fan in the master bedroom. It's just old, it's outdated, it's kind of ratchet. I can't stand that. in there.
And just some weird things that, you know, they rehabbed this house really quickly.
Yeah.
It was a very motivated seller. He was actually from China. He was from overseas. He was a Chinese guy. So, you know, things like that, you know, it's like they tried to do it really quick. They didn't put any blinds in the house. Yeah. The fan they just skipped over. I'm sure it was probably the original fan, which is noticeable because all the other fixtures you can tell are new. They're choice.
So nice.
It's like they just got to the fan in the master bedroom and they're like, screw it. We don't have enough time and it's not worth it, or they just ran low on budget. Some of the things like the hardwood floor, these aren't really things that you can say anything about, but they were laid in a pattern that always. My dad has built some homes, and
his dad is so talented.
And you know, when I bought my first home in Arkansas, we redid the entire or majority of the house from carpet into hardwood, and you lay it in a pattern, you know, that is conducive. It's very pleasing to the eye. They just did it really quick in here, so it's in a very simple pattern.
It's not only that, but like the floor goes like this, and you can see all the lines. It stands out so much in the office.
It's very ticky tacky. Like I said, I bet you if somebody walks through after you get it fully decorated, we have some, nobody would even notice.
No one, but exactly.
We see it. Yeah.
So these are all really small nitpicky things, and overall, I am obsessed with this house.
We didn't notice the mirror was cracked. Because it was a brand new mirror in the girls' bathroom.
Yes, that too. Yeah. So we have a smart mirror that you touch it and turn it on and turn like the brightensy up and down. Yeah. The corner is broken.
Just a little corner of the side. I mean, it still had the plastic on it. It was a brand new smart mirror. We didn't unwrap it and take the corner protectors off
until we bought it.
And we took it off, and there's a crack on one side of it. Yeah. So obviously somebody might have slipped or something putting it in. So that's kind of ticky tacky.
I mean, that sucks because that mirror is so cool. So.
Yeah, you know, all small stuff, you know what I mean? But the biggest thing is to make sure, you know, and there's some other things that, you know, are on the inspection that I don't, you know, probably not worth going into now, and it's not huge for you. The sprinkler system has an RZ valve that, because we're up here up north and it's got to be winterized and the system's got to be purged. Obviously, if it's not every winter, you know, you're going to get some condensation or some fluid in the pipes and it cracks, and then your sprinkler system turns on in the spring and you're going to get spraying water in various places.
I'm sorry, we have a sprinkler system?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fancy.
So just things like that.
I can't believe we have a sprinkler system.
You know, obviously, and what's really weird for me up here is I still need to have somebody come service the furnace. We didn't have furnaces in Arkansas, which is really weird. The vents up here come from the ground because the furnace is in the basement, you know, and all the heating and cooling in the central area in Arkansas came from the ceilings. It was laid in the attic, and then all the ventilation, you know, dropped down into the rooms, and then obviously your HVAC unit was outside. You know, you have basements and furnaces and sump pumps and stuff here and up here in Illinois. So that's kind of thrown me for a loop. And, you know, having those things freshly serviced are just, you know, just things that you got to keep an eye on that obviously, you know, hopefully your inspector will catch. You know, a basic home inspection costs you about, you know, $500-600. If you get somebody that's smart, they'll make you a list. They'll take pictures of everything. But even some of the tic-tacky, like I said, those cosmetic things that, you know, you just really have to kind of be aware and cognizant of is it a buyer's market, seller's market? How motivated are they? You know what I mean?
How much can you press?
How much can you press? You know, how much room do you have? Because those cosmetic things, those are hard to negotiate in a very, you know, in a market that obviously has a lot of equilibrium. There's people that are buying and selling. You know, we have a very transient market up here.
And I didn't know that, you know, buying in the dead of winter was to our advantage price wise.
It is. That's obviously because, you know, after you hit Super Bowl weekend up here, you know, you're going to start crossing into some warmer months. You know, a lot more homes hit the market. You know, people start buying up more, people start selling more. So we were really kind of came in right at the right time. We hit that real sweet spot. We closed on our home like June 16th or January 16th or something like that.
Yeah, and that was actually pushed back a couple of weeks, but I just knew. I knew that I knew. We were visiting, I said this in the video tour or whatever of the house.
She just knew.
No,
I just knew.
I knew when we were visiting family for Thanksgiving that this house came back up on the market. It came back up on Zillow again. We saw that it was a price reduction, and I'm like, we have to go see this house. And then when I walked in, I just knew, you know. So all of the little things that we didn't notice to begin with, we can fix. We have plenty of time to do that, and I love this house, you guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video.
I really hope you guys enjoyed this video too. I want you to smash the subscribe button, hit the likes.
Do that
I want to know if you need more. If you need more Reese in your life.
We need more Reese on the Jessica and Reese show.
Is this the Jessica and Reese show video?
Yes.
Oh, I don't ever know which channel we're going on.
The reason why Reese is not here as often as I would like him to be is because
I traveled a bit for work this month, so obviously that's why it's difficult for me to come on the Jessica and Reese show.
I mean, he works like 90 hours a week too, so, you know.
Yeah, so anyway. Thanks for watching this video.
Yeah.
Is that what we're going to say?
Yeah.
We're going to do some sort of cool thing with our hands?
I don't know. I just started doing that because I'm weird.
All right,
but bye, you guys. See you in the next one.